I can't think of another alumnus of Leadership Kearney in any class who has made such an impact.
His continued emphasis on localized ownership has kept the benefits of our growth with the Central Nebraska owners that have been key to our success.
Well, so Paul Kenney's been an old friend of mine for many years, but and we were also in the Leadership Kearney first class some 25 years ago, and one of the people that stands out, at least in my group, is a guy named Paul Kenney, who was in that first class, but also from that time frame had begun doing leadership work all over the community. And in particular, he helped start the Kearney Area Ag Producers Alliance, which then started a project called Kappa Ethanol. And Paul was chair of both of those boards for a while. And Paul has continued on and become a real important voice in ethanol throughout the state and even nationally. But more importantly, he has also led that project to great heights, and it's a $300 or $400 million company now that makes hundreds of millions of dollars for the community and has made a huge economic impact.
Paul's leadership has been a big part of our growth, and in 2002 they raised $18 million in order to start our company, and 15 years later we now have sales that exceed $400 million. We've distributed over $250 million to our stockholders, and that can't be done without strong leadership. And the fact that he's focused on local ownership and the fact that those dollars stay in the area has been a real emphasis for Paul, and one that he values highly. Paul's leadership to the Board of Managers has been a key part of our growth, and we've made a lot of we've had to make a lot of different decisions over the course of the last 15 years, and Paul's leadership in that respect has been really helpful, and I think is a large part of why we are the size that we are today.
I think the involvement in Leadership Kearney trains you to meet people, living outside the community, by not too far. You learn a lot of new names, a lot of new people, and that allows you to step foot in town and be able to become part of something in a hurry. I think Leadership Kearney, what it really does is builds a bullpen for now and for the future of past and future leaders. Someone comes in and they might be busy at the time of their life when they do Leadership Kearney, and might not be able to accomplish or chair a committee or something at that time, but in the future they are. So, that's huge for the development of the community. I guess more surprising than anything else was how much I had in common with a lot of the other people in my class. I had some very dear friends in that group. It was the very first class, and some of my friends have passed on, but a lot of people are still very integral parts of Kearney today. I'd like to thank my class. It was a great class. It was the guys that taught the class were great leaders that had the foresight of creating something brand new for Kearney. They obviously had a little bit of a mold, but it was brand new. They volunteered and began something from scratch. So I think it's been a great impact on the community.